Okay guys, before I open up this box right here, I wanted to talk for a moment about the legacy of Ben Hogan as a golf club maker. He's one of the most important club makers in history. His irons were the #1 clubs on tour in the 70s and early 80s. So I'm curious, could these clubs be good enough to replace my Fort Worth 15 irons? We'll have to find out, but first we gotta open up this box. Da-dun, da-da. Let me pull out my samurai sword. Oh my gosh! Hey guys, Christo Garcia, My Swing Evolution. Wanted to give you a real quick update before today's video. In 2 weeks, the Ben Hogan special is gonna air on the Golf Channel, and yes, it's true. I'm gonna be swinging as Ben Hogan. That's totally cool. And the next weekend is June 22nd and 23rd. That's when I'm having the next summer intensive here in Pasadena. And then July 6th, I'm gonna be in Tampa, Florida. So hit me up, Christo at myswingevolution.com if you wanna make it to one of those events. Guys, these irons have that better player's iron look. You know, the heads are pretty small and compact with this great muscle on the back. This is what I really remember from my youth growing up, is these muscle back irons. You know, they just look like you could drive a nail with them, you know, but this certainly has that classic look. But what I'm so excited to find out is, how does the modern technology hold up in these irons compared to a classic blade that's just carved out of a single block of steel? You know, so this is multi-material forged, and it looks mean as heck. So I'm gonna be putting these new Ben Hogans in my bag, and I'm gonna bring probably 3 or 4 of my FT irons to compare them through the set and see what it's like to hit them on the range. But my goodness gracious, my heart is racing. These are absolutely gorgeous. And if you're interested in Ben Hogan irons, check the link in the description box below. It'll take you to the Ben Hogan Golf Equipment Company, where I will tell you they have the best premium golf clubs on the market for the price. Okay guys, I hit all 4 of those right on the button. My first impression with these Ptx Pro Pitching Wedges, it's a muscle back. Like, I feel like I think it goes farther than my other wedge. I don't know. I mean, I'm just swinging smooth, and I'm you know, one of the things I'm doing is, like, do not try and swing hard. You know, that's not my goal. I just want to put a smooth swing on it, because with an iron I want an exact distance. But the feel and response of this thing is fantastic. I mean, it feels, it's a solid muscle back, and it's like a hammer. It feels very, very good. So far, so good. It's, right now I have to say that it's, the Ptx Pro won that first round against the FT15. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, because I love my FT15s. Guys, this is love at first hit. That was crazy solid. So round two, going PTX Pro, kind of kooky. Like what it is like, say you're a little bit off, I think you feel it more in the FTs than you do in these. But these are so far pretty freaking awesome. And I'm not just saying that, like these things are awesome. So I'm gonna move to the 6-iron next. So at a glance, when I first pulled out the PTX Pro 6-iron, the first thing I noticed was the sole. So check this out. So it's got a V sole, but it's a little thicker on the bottom. You know, has more of that muscle kind of look to it. Round three goes to the PTX Pro. Once again, it's just more consistent. It just feels easier to hit. You know, this is where I think the PTX Pro could be valuable. I actually jumped the gun a little bit there, like a little quick in my transition. Caught it just a little bit heavy, but the V-sole and the wider sole seemed to save me on it. I think I would have been a flub if I, had my other 6-iron, but this one, I still, got away with it. And that's the thing, you never want to have to get away with it, but this is a game of misses. So this might be, I'm really starting to lean this way. I mean, pretty heavily. Okay, I got a right to left wind. I'm gonna try and hit a low draw, and then I'm gonna try and cut it up into the wind and see what happens. Okay guys, this is gonna be the moment of truth here. This is the butter knife versus the more forgiving yet workable PTX Pro 4-iron with the wider V-sole. So let's see how these perform. In the battle of the 4-irons, I think my FT took the PTX Pro, but right now I'm leaning very much towards the PTX Pro irons. They are just super solid all the way through the bag. I can't wait to get to know them all a lot better. This is just first impressions, but my first impressions are that in general the PTX Pro is much more solid, and I'm just thrilled. I can't wait to keep playing with these and hit them more and try them out on the golf course. Hello and welcome to the My Swing Evolution golf system. My name is Christo Garcia, the founder of My Swing Evolution. After millions of golfers watched me rebuild my golf swing on YouTube, I wanted to create this system to pass along the most important lessons that I learned along my journey. When I finally decided to rebuild my golf swing, I found it really confusing because of the amount of information that's out there on the web, in the magazines, and on TV. But I was able to figure out a common sense approach to rebuild my golf swing. It worked for me, it works for my students, and I'm convinced it'll work for you as well. So let's get started.